and he is trying to respect himself. Yes, because he does not want this to drag on much longer than this. So he had no choice. He had to tender his resignation. And quickly, the presidency accepted the resignation. Well, that is, I don't know. And, well, in response to a Premium Times Freedom of Information request, Simon U. Otuanya, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, stated that although Mr. Naji was admitted to the institution in 1981, he did not complete his studies and was never awarded a degree. So how did he get the certificate? How did he get the discharge papers of the NYSC? Now, let me quote. We refer to your letter dated 29 September 2025 in respect of the above subject matter. Mr. Otuanya, a professor, wrote in his October 2, 2025 letter to his newspaper. We can confirm that Mr. Geoffrey Uchechukwu Naji, with matriculation number 1981/30725, was admitted by the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in 1981. From every available record and information from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, we are unable to confirm that Mr. Geoffrey Uchechukwu Naji, the current Minister of Science and Technology, who had dropped his papers now, graduated from the University of Nigeria in July 1985, as there are no records of his completion of study in the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Yes, that is the confirmation from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, talking about the certificate scandal, Tola, concerning Uche Naji, who resigned as minister following the certificate scandal that engrossed his tenure as minister and his person, and he honorably resigned, and the presidency accepted his resignation.
Is it that he doesn't have what he claims to have, or and he deliberately fooled Nigerians
and deliberately fooled government too?
And then he should be prosecuted. Well, it's not just a matter of resigning.
Yes, because the government just accepted the resignation. Why not? I think it was the Premium Times. Yes, Premium Times that blew the thing.
The certificate forgery, they called it, and and some Nigerians were flexing muscles and saying that that's a girl that was accused of having forged JAMB results the other time.
Yes.
I've forgotten her name now. From Anambra State, they were flexing muscles and saying that she should be prosecuted and all that. And I said, my argument at that time was that if you are busy forgiving cutthroats and criminals and inviting them to dinner and they are dining with governors in the name of controversial and curious and questionable repentancy programs. So now you want to send the little girl to jail and destroy her life because of I don't know, but like I said, Bumbo, I think you should also be prosecuted.
Yes,
because if you are an ordinary Nigerian now, they will be busy recommending jail term for that Nigerian. They will say that other Nigerian must be charged to court. So there's no double standards here.
Yes. And well, he saved himself. He saved his person. That he resigned. He resigned honorably.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
And there's nothing honorable about his resignation. He committed a crime.
Yes, he committed a crime. But we are not too sure. The university authorities, although have said that yes, he was admitted into that university, and they did not have any record of his discharge, and that how did he get the NYSC certificate, discharge certificate?
It was strange and could not be authenticated.
Yes. Now this one again here, talking about INEC. INEC Yakubu proceeds on terminal leave, but here it says INEC chair Yakubu bows out after 10 years as Agbamuche Mbu steps in.
I think Agbamuche is a female. I think let's say I said May Agbamuche. So you said it says chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission and Professor Mahmoud Yakubu has handed over to May Agbamuche Umbu as the acting national chairman of the agency. And
I learned that the countdown to 2027, Tinubu to pick new INEC chairman this week. So that means Agbamuche will be just acting.
Okay, in acting capacity. Okay. I was thinking she was appointed in acting capacity, so I was thinking that if she were to be the substantive INEC boss, that means would that be the first female in that office? I do not know.
Yes,
not sure.
Because,
but then she's in acting capacity. We don't know whether she is going to be the substantive one or someone else
yes.
Would be picked.
Yes, and citing Section 306 of the 1999 Constitution, as amended, Yakubu said the move would allow a smooth transition as INEC braces for a busy electoral calendar, and by consensus of the National Commissioners, Mrs. May Agbamuche Umbu, the most senior commissioner, took over in acting capacity pending the appointment of a substantive chairman.
And on Osun State, local government funds, the Supreme Court reserves judgment in state suits against AGF. So I think the Supreme Court has looked into the details of that suit, and they've looked into all the pros and cons, and then they've reserved judgment. So we wait for their lordships to do due diligence, and that judgment will be final. President Tinubu Senate withholds assent to 2 bills, says federal government must prevent abuse of funds. Now, which 2 bills are so controversial, necessitating the president to withhold the same assent, and is talking about abuse of funds. 2 bills passed by the National Assembly have been rejected by President Bola Tinubu, a decision he conveyed in letters read to senators as they resumed from their annual vacation on Tuesday. Tinubu, in a July 30 letter, declared assent to the Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology Bill 2025. He cited fundamental defects and inconsistencies with existing financial and constitutional provisions as the reason for refusing to append the signature to the piece of legislation. Well, I think those are good reasons. It's not as if something is fundamentally wrong with the content, with the intent of the bill itself, but I think the content, the provisions is what the president has picked holes in now. The president also expressed observations that the bill contains provisions likely to encourage abuse of funds, which the federal government must guard against. And okay, I'm looking at the second bill here. Okay. He disagreed with the provisions, the one that has to do with the Institute of Transportation, Institute of Transport Technology Bill 2025, and disagreed with the provision in the Exempt Act says borrowing can only be done with the approval of the president. Okay, he objected to Section 21(2) of the bill, which empowers the institute to borrow funds or obtain overdrafts without the consent of the president, except where the amount exceeds 50 million naira. Well, interesting.
Yes, interesting. I don't really understand what abounds there. Now, again, do you remember what the President Tinubu said that about borrowing funds again in Nigeria?
Yeah.
He said he will not borrow.
He said no more.
No more.
He said that we only have to pay back what we've already borrowed.
Yes. Now, Tinubu seeks National Assembly's approval for $2.3 billion external borrowing, $500 million sovereign sukuk. That's sukuk. I don't really understand. Let me go through it. President Bola Tinubu has requested the approval of the House of Representatives for new external borrowing and debt refinancing totaling $2.3 billion. Does it mean that he wants to borrow loans to service loans? I don't understand.
I do not know. And we're supposed to be making more money from fuel subsidy removal.
Yes, and the request comes with another for the issuance of a $500 million debut sovereign sukuk in the international capital market, and contained in the letter read on the floor of the House by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas. The request seeks the National Assembly's resolution in line with Sections 21 subsection 1 and Sections 27 subsection 1 of the Debt Management Office DMO Establishment Act 2003. The president had earlier said no more borrowings. Now they are trying to, support this new borrowing proposal. That is the House of Representatives. Yes, House of Representatives. Speaker.
What do those ones?
They are supposed to be checking and balancing all these.
They won't even tackle him at all. They won't ask questions, and they also feel they don't owe we that they represent any explanation as to why they are supporting this. But that's because they don't have any plausible explanation to give. And Bimbo, I'm sad this morning seeing this headline. Not exactly because they are borrowing, Bimbo, but because of that question that we all ask: why are things not getting better?
Yes.
Despite the borrowings.
Yes.
Now we've heard this again. And you and I, every Nigerian knows that things are not going to get better, even with this borrowing. I'm not being pessimistic, Bimbo. It's something, it's what we all know. The same old cycle, the same old story, the same old game of musical chairs, round and round and round, and you end up at the same point. And then,
what we'll always hear that these borrowings will be used for, infrastructural development, rehabilitations of roads. And now, look at this. Motorists traveling, along some federal highways in Nigeria, they are complaining, they are in anguish. They are crying out for urgent government intervention. And FEMA is giving a flimsy excuse. That is the Federal Roads Management Agency, saying lack of funds is hampering our intervention. And I can see pictures here, Tola. Just see pictures here. See a jeep about to overturn. See a truck that is stuck.
They've turned it to boats. They look more like boats.
Yes.
If you consider the environment that they are traveling in.
Yes. See another road that is almost eaten up to half. Almost half.
And yet they keep borrowing.
They keep borrowing money, and nothing is being done.
And I know for the roads, most of the time, they fly. Most of the time, they hardly stay on the roads.
Yes.
And the bad roads was the justification for their spending 70 billion naira of taxpayers' money on cars for themselves, talking about the National Assembly. And, okay, let's have this commercial break, and when we are back, we'll talk more about this.
Market here. Fine girl, I have your size. Come now.
Hold on. It's not that kind of market. Let's fix that. Now, that's much better. This is the Nigerian International Trade Fair. We're talking about the best of Nigerian innovation, the power of global commerce, and the future of our economy. For 10 days, the world will trade with Nigeria. Over 100,000 visitors, 2,000 plus SMEs, and exhibitors from 10 plus countries. From green tech to agriculture and finance. Join us at the Nigerian International Trade Fair. To register, exhibit, or volunteer, visit www.nitf.ng or call or WhatsApp on 0815-256-0854. Date 31st of October to 9th November. Location Trade Fair Complex, Lagos, Badagry Expressway. Your journey to the future starts now.
Èyíkéyìí ọkọ̀ tó bá ń wà ó nílò ààbò tó péye. Máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Níbikíbi tó bá wà ló mú ojú lọ́wọ́. Ó yá sọ pé yé. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Mo bí ní ṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó. Jẹ́
Right, we're back and the program is still conversation. Well, one thing that the ordinary Nigerian, of which you and I are part, one thing we always suspect when these things happen. You know, these borrowings, the bulk of it, the very serious borrowings often occur when elections are around the corner. And well, the economic experts will then tell us we are wrong. The government of the day will tell us we are wrong, and they will say we are only being naive and not seeing what we should be seeing, that we are only being myopic. But then, if indeed the borrowings are not producing the desired results at the end of the day, there is that tendency for me to begin to think that there is some substance in what the other Nigerian is thinking, that these funds actually meant for the next elections, and that is why we're having more of this borrowing. Although they do tell us that some of these borrowings do not come in form of actual it doesn't come in form of actual cash flow, as they say go, that some of them are in form of projects that will be executed directly. But then I do not know, Bimbo. All I know is that, like I said, the question I asked, why are things not getting any better?
Yes.
Why are we on a continuous slide downhill, despite these massive borrowings? And I thought they said no more borrowings. So why can't we hold these people to their words?
Despite the cash that has gotten into the Nigerian coffers, the federal government coffers, removal of petrol subsidy and other monies that have been coming in. I'm feeling so sad seeing these pictures here. I'm seeing another one here. Sea vehicles stuck.
Are those vehicles or boats, Bimbo? They look like boats.
Like boats.
Because vehicles don't move on. I mean, cars and buses don't move on water. But this one seems able to. They're able to move on water. Yet they are on land.
Yes, and this
that's why I think maybe they are boats.
This truck is moving inside the water. This jeep is bending along some. Yes, they said southeast and north roads. It is not only southeast and northern roads. Southwest roads, there are some routes. Move from Ife going to Ondo State, you will know that, yes, because I traveled about some months ago and I saw it. I was very surprised that this road has gotten so terrible like this.
So what is the meaning of all the gra that the Minister of Works, Mr. Dave Umahi, has been doing all over the country, and then he has been traversing the entire length and breadth of this country? He should stop wasting money. He should just sit in his office if he doesn't have any solution to anything. Another explanation as to those pictures that I could have, maybe Bimbo was started making those convertibles that we see in James Bond films when we were young, when a car will be able to wade through water, be able to go underwater, turn into a submarine.
The spy who loved me.
So I'm beginning to think that maybe that is what is happening here. Maybe where the roads are bad, maybe that is actually water that we are seeing. Maybe that is actually the sea, and those vehicles are able to convert that jeep that you saw, that truck that you saw, they are able to convert it to submarines, so that they can wade through the water and enter inside the water. Because they don't look like, with that environment I'm seeing, all that water, they don't, like I said, they look like boats, more like boats or submarines to me. They don't look like cars or trucks
and buses.
The new tax regime, federal targets relief for 98% of them workers. And ACF, Iowa Consultative Forum, wants federal government to protect Dangote refinery in a nation's interest. Now, there was a protest here in Ibadan yesterday, and
You're talking about the Pengasan Acts.
And those mostly Yoruba youths under different movements, are the ones protesting and protesting against the all sector unions and expressing support for the Dangote refinery. And now the ACF. Now the ACF, one would want to understand that okay, maybe because Dangote is one of them, belongs to that region. But then, yeah, the Yoruba youths also protesting in the good interest of the country. And I'm sure the two across the country. So I don't know if the all sector unions realize that this is an indication that Nigerians are not with them on this. Nigerians see them as saboteurs.
Of course, they should know. They should know, because the thing that started since the day before yesterday. Yes, the protest across Nigeria, some states at least, a sizable number of states, until it happened in Ibadan yesterday. So,
and of course, the all sector unions, they do have a right to protest against what they see as perceived threats to their welfare. But all Nigerians are saying is that that does not warrant shutting down the country. These are things that could be resolved on a round table. So they are making Nigerians to suspect that they have a bigger agenda and that they want to cripple the reforms in the all sector, and that they are not interested in Nigerians breathing a sigh of relief as far as oil and gas matters are concerned. So I think I don't know if they are putting Nigeria first.
They are not. They are not. And they are the ones not making our refineries work. Yes, our refineries. And they are there going to work every day, every month, collecting salaries.
Because that's the question that many Nigerians have been asking them, that, okay, you are making war against that Dangote refinery. What about our own refineries that have refused to work? Why didn't you go on strike in protest against those whoever is not making that refinery to work? Now somebody has constructed a $20 billion refinery
to assist the economy.
And ideally, yes, that person is a capitalist, and we can say that, okay, fine, maybe his own profit first. But then you brought us here. And you placed us in his hands. So if he's willing to make a difference, so why are you now trying to stop him? If you yourself cannot make that desired difference that Nigerians want. So if Nigerians now have to rely on a private sector operator, a big time operator who is also a capitalist, and is willing to give Nigerians what they want, so be it.
Yes, and Nigerians are willing to, if the his products are available every time. Nigerians, I'm sure, and I know, they will just go for it. And now, if you check up the price of gas now, yes, I don't know how the petroleum sector, the petrol sector is being run, but gas now has become expensive.
Well, expensive for the fact that little time that they decided to shut down operations, that's the effect that we are still feeling.
Yes.
So imagine if they hadn't suspended the strike and they had gone on and on. You can imagine how they would have crippled the country. And CBN bars debtors blacklisted BVNs from operating as POS agents. And on bingo. This one on 2027.
Yes, I'm seeing it here now.
Well, as far as the protest in support of the Dangote refinery, some groups also held a rally, politics this time around, and they were calling on Governor Seyi Makinde to run for presidency. And so over 5,000 youths across the 33 local government areas have drawn their support for the candidacy of Governor Seyi Makinde as the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in 2027. The group organized a mass rally in Ibadan on Tuesday and rarely witnessed a convergence of youth groups, political stakeholders, artisans, market women, and civil society representatives waving placards and banners bearing messages such as Makinde for President 2027. They sang solidarity songs and chanted slogans in support of the governor, who they described as a symbol of competence, integrity, and visionary leadership.
Well, this one I'm seeing here, apart from that one, those are the some groups. These ones, this month are local government officials. Yes, local government secretaries, chiefs of staff to local government chairmen, supervisory councillors, and special assistants from all the 33 local government areas of Oyo State yesterday urged Governor Seyi Makinde to contest the 2027 presidential election to turn around the economy of the country and the welfare of its teeming people. And the local government appointees who converged on the secretariat Agodi Ibadan for a solidarity rally pointed out the massive transformation of Oyo State on Governor Makinde's watch. And according to the appointees who thronged the secretariat in hundreds and were received on behalf of the governor by the deputy governor of the state, Mr. Abdurrahim Lawal, at the frontage of the governor's office, Governor Makinde has proven his leadership mettle over the years. Well, and so that is another angle to that. Local government officials. Yes.
Well, not exactly local government officials. I think all those mentioned, all those categories mentioned, I think they are all politicians.
Politicians.
Supervisory councillors, secretaries. And
look, they are local government workers actually.
Deputy Governor Bayo Lawal praised the peaceful nature of the rally, and they thanked them for their show of love and unwavering support for his principle. And they said their message is loud and clear, and they said they will personally relay their message to Governor Seyi Makinde. Governor Seyi Makinde so far he keeps saying that when it is time, he will decide his next political move.
Yes,
he hasn't said he's quitting politics.
Yes.
And he hasn't said he's not going to seek any office again. What he said was that when it is time, he would let people know. And they said no one can decide for him. But he would have to decide for himself.
Well, people are demanding. People are demanding for him.
But then there is this theory that some people have been bandying around, which I do not believe, and it is that maybe Governor Seyi Makinde is part of a bigger picture. I said it before this platform that maybe it's part of a bigger picture to see that the incumbent continues to occupy the presidential seat come 2027, and that all this is just a way of making it look as if it's been given a good run but then that's those that are saying that cannot verify it, they cannot prove it, they have no empirical facts to prove what they are saying, and like I said, I also do not believe it. But then we'll wait and see. We'll see how it unfolds.
Yes, I'm sure something significant, let me put it that way, will unfold very soon.
You know, those people that are abandoning that theory now, they are saying that it's the bigger picture is also intended to make it look as if Governor Makinde is at cross purposes with the current president. Politically, whereas they are on the same page.
Yes.
That's what some people are saying. But then I don't know if that is true. I do not believe it, like I said.
Yes.
I believe if he will be running, he will be genuinely, he will be running. And that's what I believe.
Yes, Nigeria is in the news again, talking about crime. Yes. Drug peddling, illegal entry. Operatives of sleuths from the Hyderabad Police Task Force have apprehended, that is in India, apprehended and deported a 33-year-old Nigerian man, Geoffrey Dozie Obibe, for illegally entering India through Nepal. And Dozie Obibe was also accused of associating with drug peddlers in Hyderabad and Bangalore. And according to a report, the Times of India and monitored by Punch Metro on Tuesday, the Hyderabad police apprehended the suspect while moving suspiciously within the Tolichoki police division. And upon investigation, it was revealed that he had entered India in 2019 via Nepal without a valid passport or visa. just check out the action of the police there in India. They just saw him moving suspiciously and they did investigations and they found out that he entered India through Nepal illegally and was moving with people dealing in drugs.
SANU also to protest October 9 over federal government's failure to meet demands. I think we should open the phone lines.
Yes, 08055009850 or 07055551985. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Oh, hello, good morning. Oh, please do well to call us back. We can't hear you. Okay, let's see.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Alaji Bore.
Good to have you, Mr. Nwere.
I'm a global Bore again. Dynamo Bore. You can see what I talk about. Maybe this people here like that. I want them to get to let's have a rest. Until they approve. We are pushing. They will get money in Nigeria. They will show their money themselves. Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
I'm not getting better. I like it like that. If you do well, people will be at the back. Because if I do well, if you come out so, people will support you. That's the matter. Thank you much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, that's coming from a member of the audience now, and giving a good scorecard, passing a vote of confidence on Governor Seyi Makinde, and also adding his voice to calls that he should run. But
hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Tola, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning.
John calling from Ilorin.
Good to have you, Mr. John.
Very unfortunate that we like disgracing our affairs in the face of the whole world. Minister Nnaji decided to resign, fighting political opponents with shunts. Is that with shunts? Or you decided to run away from the fact that you attended the university you never finished, and you presented a fake certificate, and you were screened by senators who decided to allow you to bow or to just go your own way. This is criminality, act of criminality. Like you people rightly said, it should be prosecuted, investigated, prosecuted, and sent to jail. Why do we continue with this kind of life? Have you forgotten the issue of a man that grew up to become Speaker of the House, Salisu Ibrahim, the Toronto certificate forger, who was only asked to pay, I think, 2,000 naira as fine? He was not prosecuted. Have you forgotten the woman who was saddled with the responsibility of being the finance minister? And he had and a young girl, Nusoma, from Anambra State,
That's her name.
who went jam to its jugular. And yet, the governor decided to celebrate her. They gave her a scholarship in a private school. Why do we continue this way? I am not someone who takes certificate above competence, but the fact that we need your certificate to prove that you attended such school is important. Tell me one president that has ruled this country that has no certificate issue. Even the incumbent one still having a certificate issue. This is not fair. It shows that we are a bunch of liars in this country. We don't make progress with all this kind of lies. How can you now come to office and be truthful to your citizens? It's unfair. The man should be prosecuted and sent to jail if you find guilty. Enjoy your day. Good morning.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. John. 080-5500-9850 or 70-5555-1985.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Alaji.
This is Alaji Ayinabugu calling from Lalate.
To have you, sir.
Let me join many people supporting the candidates, presidential candidates of engineers in Makinde. In fact, we need him just at this time with reference to the development of the becoming part of Oyo State. And that means if he becomes the president, Nigeria will go a long way to witness more rapid development and growth. So I join the people. Now, on the issue of Natasha, I think Natasha has gone back to the House, I mean to the Senate.
Yes.
He should play maturity. She should play maturity. She should play maturity. How? She should have forgotten what has transpired before and face the reality. She should remember that he has sent the interest of his people over there. And for the past 6 months, they've lacked many things in that area. They've used many things. So it's now right that for Natasha Senator and Natasha should forget what has transpired before and then face the reality. Make development to his people. Give the people their due. Thank you, Alaji Ayinabugu from Lalete.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alaji.
Yes, actually, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Adoa, PDP, Kogi Central, yesterday resumed plenary at the National Assembly.
Well, she's still enjoying the fight, so she's not likely to stop there.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Ekele Balabi from Malaka Shabodo.
Good to have you,
I
Mr.
just want
Alaji.
to start my comment this morning from the Ogun State agro-cargo that take over yesterday. I want to give kudos to the Ogun State government for embarking on this gigantic project. Apart from creating employment, it will attract investors, both agro-economic development of the state. So I give kudos to them. On the minister, Inaji, that resigned appointment over the certificate forgery. It should not only resign, it should be made to refund the salary as collected for the past 2 years. He also be prosecuted for bringing to the nation. Also, the Senate committee that was scheduled with the screening of the ministerial designate. It should be queried for the abandoned brought to the nation. That's my comment. Have a nice working day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You know, in the case of Mr. Inaji, you know, if it had been a civil servant now,
Yes.
especially some people in the admin of wherever he's serving, one more way,
Yes.
to win the person. And now, of course, it is.
And they will say if you can't give the money that you have received for all those years, you'll be charged to court.
You know, let biro,
Blue biro, black biro. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
That was the from my brother.
Good to have you, Mr. Ojetuni. Oh, we seem to be having quite a number of our old callers in this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
I will be here and I will enjoy your program. I do thank you for me, Coach Brother.
Good to have you, sir. Oh, okay. You just wanted to say well done.
0055009850. Hello, good morning.
Please, Mr. Fela, Mr. Bimbo, John calling back.
Okay.
Please permit me. Well, like others has rightly said, His Excellency Governor Sheyimak will be a very good candidate in future. But if he decided to test the water, I will also back him up. But I want Governor Sheyimak, if truly is interested to become Nigerian president in future, from now he should begin to study how the cabal operates in all sectors.
Oh.
To be a successful governor is different from being a successful president. You can be very, very successful as a governor, and you become the president, they will mess you up. So from now, if Makinde will have ambition in future, he should from now begin to study how the cabal in this country operate, so that in future, if he has that luck to become president, they won't mess him up. I think Tinubu did not study how the cabal operates. That is why they were able to be blocking him in the local government autonomy, in the oil sector, in the security issue. Study them, see how they operate, so that you can succeed as a governor.
Mr. John, don't you think Mr. President is one of them? Well, that's what people say, that he is one of them, and then people were glad that when he became president, being one of them, that he would be able to tackle them. I don't know if he's actually one of them. And then as for Governor Makinde, well, he might have some understanding of the cabal, because he's also into oil and gas as a private businessman, long before he became governor. So he might have some understanding, some inkling of how they run, or how they operate.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is Akobi Adbayo from you.
Good to have you, sir.
God bless you, my brothers. It is well with you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Why are we surprised about the presidency? Say it will no longer borrow money now that it's borrowing again. It should not. My Bible says every unrighteousness is sin. Every fiber of the presidency, every utterance of from the presidency is lie, blatant lie. We can't believe them. We can't trust them. Here is someone, our president, went on here October 1, telling dying, hungry Nigerians that everything is now well, that the trouble times is so far. How can you imagine that? When people are now queuing for gas, for every essential thing in Nigeria, when the price of essential commodities is skyrocketing. And the president is telling us that everything is okay. Why should we take them for their words? We don't have government in Nigeria. I must say this. Forgive me if I am erring, but we don't have a caring government in this country today. So whatever we see them doing is what we should believe. But whatever they say, we shouldn't believe. God bless.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. But we take one more call. But our time is fast spent. Check our time is 7:30, and then we have to go. We'll be back same time tomorrow morning, God willing. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo Akambi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.
Number one for hip hop and R&B. 98.5 Oluyole. It's going down. FM.
wọ́ọ̀kù lọ́rọ̀ọ̀nù pẹ̀sẹ̀ láti kéde nílé akéde tọ̀yọ́ ni ó nílò kó ṣẹ̀ mọ́ dára rẹ̀ láàmú sọ pé òun wọkọ̀ bọ̀ wá sílé akéde lóríta Basọ̀rún ìlú Ìbàdàn mọ́ pàápàá jùlọ láti ṣe ìkéde yẹn polówó ọjà yẹn tàbí fíìmù tọ́tọ́ tó sì yẹ tó àwọn aráàlú létí bóyá nípa àpàdé nípa àsọjí àbí nǹkan kan àbómi ìtẹ́bálẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe ẹ torí agbègbè àgbáyé kí ẹ náà tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe hàn wá 091 58 70 3300 lórí agbègbè kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ WhatsApp nọ́mbà ìkànnà mọ̀ ni ọ̀rọ̀nù pẹ̀sẹ̀ stress free courtesy BCOS. You don't have to stress yourself coming down to Ile Akede Orita Basọ̀rún Ìbàdàn again to make that announcement or place that advert. Book online, personal paid announcements, obituaries, or in memoriam, annual conventions, workshops, crusades, social diaries, inter-house sport competitions, musical shows or concerts, and other promotions. Very simple. Go online to book for transmission on BCS radio channels or BCS TV, or simply call 091 5870 3300 or WhatsApp on the same number 091 5870 3300. BCOS, a media giant.